Collective, welcome in. Shalom. How are you doing? I pray the answer is well. This is going to be a message to hopefully inspire you, encourage you, and reaffirm to you that you are on the right path. You are hitting your targets, you're hitting your milestones. Everything that you've been manifesting is in alignment. You're doing the deed, whatever the deed is for you. So let's get into the message. I'm excited for this message, Collective. Let's go ahead and take some deep breaths if you are inclined to do so, just to ground the energy and stay in high vibration. Ashe. I send you love wherever you're at in this beautiful existence. Always lead with love, okay? I call in my guides at this time, Archangel Michael, Archangel Gabriel. Thank you so much for your assistance, Archangel Raphael. I pray that you surround the collective and myself with your healing energy. Divine Holy Spirit, I acknowledge you at this time. Alpha and Omega, you deserve all the praise, honor, and glory for everything, for everything, for everything. So there's a sense of joy and excitement because there's an epiphany, there's the clarity, there's the breakthrough, Ashe, the guidance that perhaps you've been seeing or the things you've been working towards. It's finally like you can actually connect the dots for some. And every message that I bring forth, Collective, it is because I've already either touched on some aspect of that message within my own personal growth and development, and therefore I have the experience. I've gained some wisdom, and so I just share it to the collective, okay? We will get into the cards. I just want to, again, encourage you, let you know that you are where you need to be. And sometimes it can be hard to find your way through, especially if you don't have the pillars of light as far as, important figures, key figures in your life that can help you navigate those difficult situations, and you have to rely solely on yourself or life lessons that you've gone through, like the trial and tribulations or the missteps, the mishaps, the mistakes. That tends to teach us, that's a rougher path for a lot of us, and we may struggle in that area. But eventually, Toraya, it's like the light bulb goes on. So I don't know how many lessons you've had to go through to close out a cycle. But you've done something major. Whoever this is, you've come to the place of realization within yourself to know that whatever it is that you're manifesting, you have already become that thing. Whatever it is. So hey, whether good or bad, okay, whether positive or whether negative, whatever you set your heart's desire on, whatever you set your mind on, whatever you meditate on day and night, right? As far as what you're trying to do in your life, you have aligned with it. Okay, so you can eat on that, you can digest that, you can do whatever you want to do with that, but that is your portion. For those who know, you know. And so I send you again love, and I send the universe gratitude. Big ups to all those that are assisting me, the elders, Council of Light, okay? Council of Nicaea, that's scriptural. So those that are in higher ranking spiritually, who have taken on the role of being, godmother, godfather, or the elders, the ancestors who have gone before us, who are shining that light and who are helping to influence the decisions we make, or even correct, admonish, right? Because listen, if we make mistakes, if we half step, we do need that little bit of a pap, that tap on the wrist. However, the universe manifest that tap on the wrist to help redirect and shift that energy back into alignment. And so even in that, let us give thanks and praise for all things. Ashe. All right, Source, Divine Guides, Holy Spirit, let's have the message for the collective. We're gonna go with this Talisman Oracle deck. We're gonna see what Just wants to see what's growth of energy. So something is growing. I needed to show you that, okay? Something is growing. So I don't know what you're putting your energy towards, whatever you are focusing on, whatever you've been manifesting, whatever projects, okay, whatever things you're creating or building, there's growth. Whatever you've been cultivating within yourself, there is some type of growth and there's some type of expansion. Ashe. All right, so this is talking about some type of surplus. So basically, you have already reached the mark. I have a video I put out maybe a month ago, something about you've hit the target, you've reached the target, okay? And so this is that Knight of Swords energy where it's fast moving and it's clarity. It's the mindset that is shifting to where you can see something a lot clearer. And it's that, again, that aha, like, well, I was waiting for something, but lo and behold, it's right here. Lo and behold, it's already within. Lo and behold, I have cultivated that very thing I desire within myself. And so there's no need for me to look outside, and there's no need for me to watch the clock and say, okay, what's going on? You know, there is no delay. So it's your absence of delay. There's nothing in your path that is blocking anything. Like, it is the shifting of the perspective that is taking place right now for whoever it's for, where you are realizing the magnitude of the growth you have actually done. You've jumped. I'm hearing you've jumped multiple timelines. You've jumped through a lot of hoops. Again, you've closed out a lot of cycles. I'm getting the snake energy, a sense of healing, growth, and expansion. It's transformation. So you have come out of the ego. So ego sublimation, okay? You've gone through some towers, and those towers were intended to knock you off your square. The towers were intended to break up the fallow ground of your heart, to shift your perspective, to get out of that limited mindset so that you can expand, you can broaden your horizon, you can see at a distance, you can have some better forethought, like planning, you know, where you put your energy in the right place at the right time, in the right circumstances, with the right people, okay? So this is, again, is divine timing and divine alignment, where it's something that is happening as far as, I'm getting that energy of that, what is that? That infinity sign. It's that type of movement, okay? That is never ending. It's a movement that it's inspiring. It's shifting. It's like every time you go through that sequence of events or that change, something is changing up for someone. It's a pattern that is, it's a washing away. Okay, the waves, it's a washing away. It is a release, and then it's a coming back in, right? Where something is deposited. So it's a release and deposit. So it's a give and take. It's the ebb and it's the flow. Okay. So someone is in this space. It's a sweet spot. It's a space where, you know, you probably didn't even recognize it, to be honest, right? And you're, again, when is my ship coming in, right? I've been waiting. Where is it, right? Wait a minute, yo, you don't need to wait anymore. There's the epiphany. Everything else is going to be added to. You've already come to that sweet spot, right? So you've already reached the climax, that climatic event that they talk about in the movies, or the if you're a screenwriter, there's a climatic event, some type of situation that, like, bam, it just gets you really sunk in. And at that point, it's like you can't really go any higher. You have to expand outward now, right? And so it's a sense of diffusing something, okay? The diffusing is, you know, when the bubble bursts out. So someone's bubble may be bursting. Someone may have reached the height of wherever they needed to reach in whatever situation. It has reached its climax. And now at this point, it's a coming down. It's a descent. It's a descent. Okay, Ashe. Okay, we got casting away negativity. Look at the snake. Did we just talk about the snake just now? Look at the sword. Now, notice the sword is going down, right? This is where you may have not been seeing things with the clarity, with the foresight, with the insight that you needed, okay? You may have looked external to yourself. You may have been waiting on somebody to bring you the antidote, okay? I'm sick, I'm wounded, and, you know, licking the wounds, but then looking to someone else leaning on them for the support, for the help. Again, this is someone, message is for someone, collective, who you have been doing some work, but maybe you haven't realized the growth that you've gone through. And maybe it's that you were in some negative situations that you have now either traversed or you've taken the lens and you have, a microscope. When you're looking through the microscope, if you've ever taken biology, right, and you have that little slide on that tray, and you have to fine tune the dial, right, the knob, to bring it either down or up, just to get a better view, or to see the details, like all of the intricate workings of that organism. Okay, so this is you being able to see with a greater level of depth. Again, the sword is going downward, so it's something that you had to look at within your own self, your psyche. You're like being aware of even your ego, like why do you do the things you do, and for whom do you perform? Like, why are you doing that jig, right? Is it for you? Is it for someone else? It's the rhyme to the reason of whatever you do and why you're existing, how you're existing. So someone has come to that realization, and you may have had to again shed the skin, this old skin that was either the scales on the eyes or something that was clouding your judgment, clouding your vision. It could have been that you were just hearing from multiple people that was yada, 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 and the chatter is like they're talking too much, like, okay, shut up so I can think. So you may have had to take a leadership stance in your healing. Okay, so what else? Kudos if that's what you've been dealing with. All right, well done, job well done. Congratulations for whoever this for. All right, I love you. Okay, what else, collective? What else do we need to know, Holy Spirit, divine guides? All right, okay. Mindfulness. Right, so you have understood something major. It's a pivotal moment in your growth and development where you understand that you are not separated. Like you've brought something back into alignment. You are aware of this, okay? You're seeing things now from the proper perspective. You have a sense of self-awareness. This is someone perhaps who you've been doing a lot of grounding techniques also, okay? You are aware of this right here, that it's all internal. Everything you've been manifesting, it comes from within. And the life that you desire, you're living it. You actually are living it. So there's nothing more for you to do per se, as far as, okay, I got to climb this ladder. Remember I said you've reached the climax, like everything that was supposed to be thrown at you, everything that you're supposed to experience, everything, like the dirty water, it's as dirty as it's going to get. Okay, it can't get any dirtier. So you've come to the end of some type of exploration within, that time of separation, the introspection that you do when you do what you do in your period of isolation. You've come to terms with the filth. You've come to terms with the ego. You've come to terms with the things you used to do that held you bound, right? You've acknowledged the areas where you were led by fear. You acknowledged the areas where you were led by either scarcity or a poverty mindset, or bring it in, where you would give up. You would give up when things looked a certain way, and you would buy into the lie. So this is someone who would buy into the lie, right? Whatever the naysayers was saying, the whisper and the chatter, you would align with that versus aligning with your truth. Ashe. Okay. So you are, in actuality, you are in alignment with your manifestation. You are your manifestation. If you can get that, you got the message. You are your manifestation in its entirety. Okay. Okay. Let's digest that for a moment. Why don't we? Yeah. You are your manifestation in its entirety. Let's breathe that in. That we can stop that message right there. And maybe I will stop that message right there and pick up on another note. Ashe.